You know, I really want Robin Lehner to do well. I'm rooting for the guy. I'd love to see him return to the NHL. But if it's true with what the Vegas Golden Knights general manager McCrimmon had to say of him not reporting for the medical checkup so he can stay on LTIR and that his contract could possibly be terminated, I mean, he's really only got himself to blame. Now, Robin Lehner has been out of hockey for 2 years at this point. He had hip surgery in August of 2022. It is currently September of 2024. So it's been a bit since he's seen some NHL action. And then there's the whole storyline of him owing creditors $27 million or something crazy like that. Robin Lehner has a lot of reasons just to show up to a basic checkup. And if his contract gets terminated due to him just not showing up, it's kind of hard to feel bad for the guy. But is Robin Lehner done at the NHL level? Knights have their goalies. They're completely set in that regard. Are they going to want to have a guy like Robin Lehner even in the room? And if they do terminate his contract, is there going to be teams willing to pay him good money? This is how I look at it. I think Lehner, when healthy, has a tremendous amount of talent. I mean, we saw him go from Ottawa, get dealt to the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres, I think he had a couple good years in there. He did kind of battle with mental health, ultimately going to the New York Islanders after that. And with the Islanders, he played fantastic to the point that I thought for sure he would sign a long-term deal because it just seemed like it was a match made in heaven. That didn't turn out to be the case because after 1 year with the Islanders, he would end up signing with the Chicago Blackhawks. And with the Blackhawks, he played well, but that didn't last long either. He would get traded in a 3-team deal with Toronto, Chicago, and the Vegas Golden Knights, where he played with the Knights, and he put up some pretty good stats as well. Lehner, when healthy, is a very good goaltender, but there's just a lot more that comes with it. The real question here is, can Lehner returned to form? It's been 2 years. He's been recovering from hip surgery. He's in his 30s. That's a lot of red flags that some teams will just completely avoid outside of the other off-the-ice issues. But I will say, his next contract, if this current one is indeed terminated, it's going to be a prove-it deal. It's going to be a 1 year, maybe a $1 million, $2 million type contract to see what he has left in the tank. And I don't see any team investing heavy term into him. I think he'll probably sign 1 to 2 year deals. And I hope he does really, really well. But with a goaltender in his 30s already having hip issues, they don't have a long shelf life, especially in that position where you're playing butterfly and you are really working your hips like crazy. He's just prone to kind of re-injuring himself again. If I'm going to be honest, I think the perfect situation, if Lehner does want to be successful and want to be on a winner, if I'm the Colorado Avalanche, if his contract gets terminated, I'm definitely on the phone trying to bring him in because when healthy, he's good. And if you can have a nice tandem of Georgiev and Lehner, and you're not relying on either one to just be the number one and you can kind of share the load in a nice split tandem, I think that would be kind of a best of both worlds situation where Lehner doesn't have to be the guy that carries the load and can kind of ease himself back into NHL level play. The days of him getting a massive paycheck are just behind him. There's just so much talent in that position. There's so many prospects teams are going to rather turn to because first off, they're going to be cheaper. Second off, they're their own home products that you don't know their issues yet, so they're quote-unquote clean. Again, not knocking Lehner, but there is baggage there, and that could steer some teams away. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of this Robin Lehner situation? Do you think he'll come back to the NHL this season? Will it be with the Vegas Golden Knights or somewhere else? Let me know your thoughts. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.